I have a little bit of history. He was actually seen in ENT with the National Health Service and has had a car accident or some sort of accident which has left him with a fractured skull, and he now has lost his hearing in his left ear. He's only 19, and it's only happened 2 weeks ago. So he's had hearing investigation with ENT and has explained to ENT that he does not want to wear an NHS hearing aid or any sort of behind the ear hearing aid. So if they have recommended that he comes and have a chat with me to see what private options there are. So we probably would be looking at an in-the-ear hearing aid for him. But again, obviously, we will need to have a chat with him and see, has he accepted his hearing loss? He's coming with his mother, so is it his mum that wants him to address the hearing? Is it himself? You know, obviously we need to address his priorities really and see where that takes us. If you can just give me a little bit of background, you know, what brings you here today to see me?
What was it, 3 weeks ago now? I had a road accident and had not brain damage, what is it? Had an injury to the brain and to the skull, and I think that has also just ended up damaging my ear.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And that's just, the hearing has gone in.
Yeah, it's gone completely. I had a noise constantly for the first week, just sort of, just after your ear pop, after your ears pop on an aircraft. It's sort of like that noise constantly for the first week, and then it went, so I thought it was just getting better, but then my dad didn't even know that my ear wasn't working, and then he wanted to take me to ENT.
Okay.
But then they said it was permanent.
And so would you say you're getting the dizziness every day, or is it when you particularly move one direction?
When I tip my head to the left side,
Yeah.
it can throw me off a bit,
Okay.
but it's got better.
Where do you feel the fact that you're not hearing in the left side, where do you feel that affects you the most?
Joining the RAF. I was just before the accident. I was in the process of actually joining, so that's been a bit of a shock.
Yes.
But there is still possible negotiation, because
Okay.
obviously it's a bit of a difference when you're just deaf in one ear.
Right.
You can still hear, but
What are
I
you
don't know.
looking to go in as?
Air traffic control.
Right. Okay.
So it might not work, but
No, well,
still.
it's worth, you know, obviously I have experience with that process because my partner was actually in the Navy.
Oh, okay.
And he actually went through the RAF as well. Again, just in general life now, how do you feel about your hearing?
I was I wouldn't say I was shocked when I found out the news or anything. I was sort of expecting something to come out of the accident because it was quite severe injuries that I got. But I haven't particularly accepted it yet, but I've sort of been indifferent about it. I thought, well, I'll just kind of have to get used to it for now. But I can imagine when I actually get back to my day-to-day life, it'll be a bit different. I'm not just at home recovering, I'm at work trying to listen to people, trying to take orders at Starbucks where everyone's shouting. It's quite...
We need to perhaps look at how can we get the sound from the side where you're not hearing, perhaps into the other ear. So you've still got that awareness. Would you say you've lost that awareness of people speaking to you on the other side?
I would say I've lost my awareness. I know I obviously can't hear them as perfectly as I would, but I wouldn't say I particularly miss any conversation that somebody was having with me. Like, I would know they're having a conversation.
So what are you looking for? You know, obviously I know you've said here that you feel you're quite, it's important for you to improve your hearing. And is that just, do you feel that is just for the RAF, or do you think that is life in general?
I think that, well, at the moment it feels quite important to me because I'm not used to it. I don't know whether or not I'll just get used to the fact and then it wouldn't be such an important thing. But right now for everyday life for me, I think it might be a bit odd for me not being able to hear through my left ear. So, yeah.
Okay. And you said that, you feel that you'll be able to, you feel you're able to wear hearing aid if you feel that that's going to benefit you.
On a basis that I don't think I'll be able to get used to the idea of having like a large piece of equipment, because I'm quite a conscious person about the way I look. So it would be something that I'm just a bit iffy about, sort of thing.
Yes,
like,
so you'd be, so obviously what we're going to do today is show you all the different styles, and obviously that's what you want to, is that what I'm thinking, is you want to see what are the options, because you probably, have you done any research on the internet?
I have, and I found the one I want.
Okay, and which one's that one?
It's the Sonitus Medical Soundbite.
Okay, right. The Soundbite is a very, very new thing.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. It's not going to be coming easy.
So I don't know of anyone in the UK that has it.
It's not likely his hearing is going to come back, presumably.
If it's a fracture, probably not. No, that's an ENT opinion.
And that's what they've sent you from the NHS?
Yes. Obviously, I'm not a medic myself, so I can't say, I haven't seen the scans myself, but I wouldn't know how to read them anyway because I'm not a medic.
No.
But from what I've heard from the NHS, is it sounds like this is how it is going to be. It's probably not going to. Obviously, you are going to get better in the fact that you're going to be better at managing it. What I want to do is I just want to show you the different options that we could be looking at. Okay? Do you have any questions about that? Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yep. Yeah. Over the last year, the main advances in hearing aids has been keeping it small. And in the past, even this time last year, the smallest hearing aid you could have would be a completely in the canal. Very, very good, and they are very powerful. And so these ones, you'll see, obviously you can just see it just on the outside, whereas these two are actually called invisible in the canal. Have you seen any of these when you're doing your research? This has extra features in the fact that you won't need them, but you can stream your mobile phone through this hearing aid. So it's hands-free, so you don't have to hold your phone up to your ear.
So if you forget that, I keep forgetting, putting the phone at this ear, I go, oh, wait a second, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, but obviously the thing is we're putting the sound into the right ear anyway, so I would say you're best just holding the phone to the right, but it is going to get time. If you're used to holding the phone to the left, it's going to take time. But there is no reason why you wouldn't in the future be able to stream your phone through the hearing aid, but it's not going to be as good sound quality as you just holding it up to the right. You can also play your music through it as well. It's like headphones. Right. I can pop this on for you now if you want to have a listen to it. Yeah?
Might as well try it.
Yeah? Okay. Do you have any questions at all?
Not particularly. I think I could get used to these ones. These aren't as bad as I thought they could, to be honest.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just being able to see what options are there, and you can quite often do your own research and not really know where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to pop this on your ear just so I can make sure that it's going to be a little bit too long for you. But so let's see with that one. So you've just got that thin wire,
I can't see it myself.
which would sit a little bit closer because that's a little bit on the longer side. But that's not a bad thing. But how does that feel in your ear?
I think it's just something to get used to because obviously it's just pushed right into my ear.
Yeah.
But so noise-wise, if let's say I'm walking through the shopping mall, whatever, I'd realise that there's somebody just about to walk past. Well, I'd know somebody's about to walk past me or is talking behind me.
Yeah. So what this is going to do is give you hopefully that awareness of sound. But we can't. I'm always saying hopefully because it's until you take it away and give it a try. Would you really know? So I think really you're at the stage where let's give you some information, you can take it away, have a think about it. Obviously, if you wanted to set up a trial with this hearing aid, that's something I can do next week for you. But we would just have to take like a small deposit because this hearing aid is an expensive hearing aid, and I would just need to take a deposit, which would be completely refundable. So are you thinking more towards this one at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, this one seems more practical and it's not noticeable as much. So, yeah, this one seems much...
But I'll give you a leaflet on both, and then you've got it, and then I'll just give you a general idea of pricing-wise, and then if you have any questions, I'll give you my email address, so if you have any questions, you can just drop me an email, give me a call anytime, and if you want us to come back and have another chat with me, that's absolutely fine.
I definitely got a lot more information and satisfaction out of that consultation than what I got from the ENT department. I've almost accepted the fact that I'm obviously deaf in my left ear, and I don't think I'll be able to live with just live the life that I have, so to speak, with just hearing in one ear. So through this consultation, I just wanted to find out the options of what I can get hearing aid wise. I was coming here looking for the options that I have, and I got shown the options, I got shown what can be done for me, and maybe I was looking too far, thinking that I'll just be able to hear again through a hearing aid. And obviously I can't do that quite yet unless I got more advanced technology in the future. But she at least showed me what I can do. Hopefully next time I come back, I hope I've made the decision on what I want to do and obviously what I can do financially. So being able to discuss the hearing aid into more detail and then possibly seeing possibly ordering it by the end of it, or at least getting to the point where we can come back the next time and be able to collect it or order it.
And you said that you feel that you'll be able to, you feel you're able to wear hearing aid if you feel that that's going to benefit you.
On this basis, that is, I don't think I'll be able to get used to the idea of having a large piece of equipment because I'm quite a conscious person about the way I look.
I think it was quite a learning curve for me as well. I've not been in that appointment situation before when someone has come to me, especially so young at 19, to lose his hearing suddenly after an accident, and I don't think he's had the best experience medical wise since the accident. Understanding what was quite nice was when I got his questionnaire right at the very beginning, I actually looked at that. And he's actually said, how important is it for you to improve your hearing? 10. How much do you believe in your ability to use hearing aids? 10. I am comfortable with wearing hearing aids. So that really helped me before I even took him into the appointment, because here was me thinking it's a 19-year-old lad. He obviously wants to improve his hearing, but he's not going to want to wear a hearing aid. Well, actually, no, that has shown me before I've taken him into the appointment that no, he's already got past that stage. He knows he wants to improve his hearing, and he's willing to do something about it. If I said to him, right, you take this for 2 weeks, I'll let you borrow it, I think he would have left with it in his ear. But as I said, I didn't want him to do that. I wanted him to actually go away and think about everything that's been said today, and then hopefully he'll come back. And obviously he must have been relaxed by the end, because he actually let me put a hearing aid on his ear. And I did not, at the beginning of the appointment, I never thought I'd be able to actually say, well, let's just try one now. I never thought I'd be able to put one on his ear. And I was actually quite surprised at the end that it wasn't actually the in-the-ear hearing aid that he wanted. He was actually looking at the receiver in the canal, the small behind the ear hearing aid, that he actually thought would be more suitable for him. You never know what you're going to get. You might think someone is going to be straightforward and they'll be very difficult, and you might prepare yourself for someone that is not going to accept a hearing aid and being quite negative about it, and obviously that shows to me that the information that we do gather here before they come into the appointment has actually been quite worthwhile, and it was worth me, the receptionist giving him a couple of questions, because that if I hadn't have done that, then I probably would have started the appointment in a completely different direction, and it probably would have taken me 10 minutes to actually realise, actually I didn't need to talk about all of that. I could have just gone straight for it. And obviously by me having that little bit of information that he's ready to discuss hearing aids, then it meant that I could just get straight into it.